Good morning. How we doing? We've got Norman, Scott, hello, Roman, Sweetie Hooks. Thank you so much for that sub. For 71 months of support, thank you, thank you. We've also got, let me scroll, Wasted Minds cruising on in. Thank you for the bits, I appreciate it. Beans, hello. How we all doing today? We're talking about daylight savings as we start the stream up here this morning. How we doing? Earbry, we have, in the States, we have changed our clocks for daylight savings, yeah. So we're a couple weeks, I guess, ahead of everyone else. So for the next couple weeks, it's gonna be an hour off. But we're here. How are we? I'm struggling this morning with daylight savings. I'm very tired. But yeah, that's my whole argument. It's like, if we have to do it, why not just do it the same week? I don't understand. I don't know. Phil, hello. Hope you're having a good day today. I don't want to pull you out of lurk if you're lurking, but glad to have you. Hope you're having a good day. We're correct for our clocks. Yours are wrong? No, we just need to... I don't care which one it is. We just need to pick one. I don't care. Just pick one. We are doing miniatures today. I've got the Warhammer articles pulled up since we don't have Sunday streams anymore. So I figured we'd look at the pre-orders and stuff first. You guys want to take a quick look at some Warhams? Let me get those moved over. Your clocks have feet in them? What? What? I think you'll find time was invented in the UK. Our mistake. Our mistake. I'm happy to join you guys at the in the couple weeks one. Happy to join you guys. Alright, so I got ahead of us. Sunday preview, because I was trying to figure out what that was. For Sunday preview, it was a lot of books. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna read all this. But for my book friends, here's what they previewed. So for the Black Library celebration, we have Horus Rising. This is the new fancy cover and things for him. Also be available in ebook, MP3, and the new Black Library app. How do we feel about a new app for Black Library? The time did not exist before the British Empire. Yep. Live Madness, welcome in. How are you? We're looking at books. This is for the Sunday. We've also got the super fancy edition. If you like to fight over the super fancy editions, that will be available. Well, this is your first chance to buy this edition. This edition may return to print at a future date. Interesting. So that's interesting, considering I know how hard some of those books were to get. So I guess maybe at some point can pick them up again. Thank you so much for the hype train. I appreciate you. We've also got Ghazghkull Thraka, Warlord of Warlords. And a new fancy edition for that. I love their special covers are always nice. So I got Chemdog. We've got Grombrindle. This was the one Ravenlord mentioned in the Discord. Infinite and the Divine illustrated. I want to see the illustrations. I want to know what's illustrated in this. But it's also a fancy edition, illustrated and annotated. Let's see. Features an introduction over 240 box-out annotations from the author, was 15 illustrations. With a stunning hardback edition featuring a soft-touch cover, foil details, bright green page edges, and a green ribbon bookmark. Let me catch up here. Behind. I don't see the point in their own app when they have plenty of other reader apps already available, especially when they're so, like... Because they have the Audible stuff, which I know not everyone wants to do Audible. Maybe that's part of why they're doing it. I don't know. It's gonna be half-baked and abandoned here. Their track record with apps is not great. It's not great. Reaper, welcome in. How are you? We're going through the Sunday stuff, which is a lot of books. Dee Dee, hello. You might need them. This is not released like a year ago. I'm behind. For what? You elves. You ready, Butts? You gonna pick up some elves? No, we've been waiting on the elves. C Decker, thank you so much for that sub for 61 months of sub. You're getting close. You're getting close. I don't know why you're stuck on it, but welcome in. How are you? Dragling Ball Z. That's what I should have posted next time on Dragling Ball Z. But here is the booster. Ogres are among the least subtle of all the Blood Bowl teams, make up for a lack of tactical nuance by being really, really big. Few in number, the ogres are more than capable of bashing through their opposition. Now you can double your stomping power with this multi-part resin kit, which can be used to build 2 ogres, representing either ogre blockers or runt hunters. Interchangeable heads and shoulder pads, Nobbler lineman for your ogre teams in games of Blood Bowl. That is cute. And then Warhammer Plus, we've got Penitence, which is the new animation, Howie Roll, Deep Strike, and then Master Class. And that's all we got. Who's gonna be picking up some Blood Bowl or some books? It's a lot of books. I have an elf team that can be played as pretty much any of the 3 elf teams, so gonna pass on these. That makes sense. Yeah. They do look nice. It makes me miss my dragon princes from fantasy. I had oh gosh, like 3 or 4 sets of those. They were very cool. Thought the minis were sick. Yeah, it's some cool books. You guys know I don't read as many of the books as some of you guys do, but cool that there's more editions and things coming. These aren't new knights. They're not. But we do have more things to look at. We also have new Word Bears novel Zardu Layak, the Crimson Apostle, announced. So we've got new book. When a Space Marine receives visions of their Primarch in their dreams, who can doubt that they're destined for greatness? Zardu Layak is one such warrior, granted the knowledge that he'll be instrumental in a grand ritual that'll change the galaxy forever. One problem bars his road to glory: he is not ready for the mantle he will wear. Which, this is a new mini, right? It didn't, specifically say. I'm assuming he's with the book, but I was trying to see. Because it just keeps saying new novel. First, he must travel to a forgotten world and retrieve a weapon that will give him the strength he requires. The malign Anacatis Blades? Ghosts plate the surface of Helwain, and the specters of Zardu's past weakness cloak him in doubt. Did they reveal the truth? Or is the truth simply another lie? So that is new, I'm assuming. I don't remember this guy. If we have seen him before, I'm sorry, but I believe he is also new. I think it's a Forge-World World Bearers, Horus Heresy. Do you mean he's a new, or that he is old? You just pulled a Games Workshop on me. I was trying to see if he was new and it never answers it. Alex, welcome in. How are you? When you're an Ultramarine chapter getting visions of your Primarch, Mortarion. Yeah, exactly. Are you saying he is an old Forge World model? I'm gonna laugh when chat can't answer it either. I'm gonna move on, as I'm probably not gonna get my answer. Yeah. Okay, I'm just moving on. Just moving on. Is he this or is he this? Yeah. Okay, fine. Alright, also revealed Combat Patrol Iron Warriors, heavily armored battalions. Combat Patrol Iron Warriors. So this comes with 5 Chaos Terminators and 5 Havocs together, with 10 Legionaries and a Warp Smith to give you options at range and up close. It also comes with a new upgrade frame, so you can name your warrior's selection of unique heads and shoulder pads emblazoned with their insignia, which you find included with a pair of transfer keys. This is why she's only lukewarm on us. It's an old model. Thank you. Thank you. Slam, hello. How are you? What bloody time do you call this? Call what? Call what we're doing right now? 84 months of support, though. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Vivian for 81 months. Blarg, welcome in. We're daylight savings timing it. Yep. This is Future Past Nikki. Future Past Nikki. Dee says, can't wait for GW gets desperate for money. Makes a new book based on I Had a Wet Dream of the Emperor. This is why that Black Library submission period is so important, Dee Dee. Be the change you want to see. Be the change. Alexis, I forgot to change. Oh, the clock in my car. Uh-oh. It's 3 p.m. It's too early for this. Get in here. I need at least until 4. It's only for a couple weeks, Lamb. Only for a couple weeks. How are you? Welcome in. If you move to Arizona, you can get around the time change. That's true. What if we all just pile into wherever doesn't have daylight savings? Alright, the next battalion is the Sons of Dorn. The Space Marines also get a new detachment in the Eye of Terror set. I'm gonna skip ahead here. Got 2 Repulsor Executioners, a Ballistus Dreadnought, and a Redemptor Dreadnought. Plus a Black Templar upgrade frame so you can accessorize your armor with some extra Templar-themed trinkets. You also get Imperial Fist transfer sheet and Black Templar transfers. I think they heard us making fun of them for the decals. We don't have any counts today. I think they heard us. We've also got Adeptus Mechanicus Battalion. Let's see. This one comes with an Onager Dunecrawler, Iron Strider Ballesterius, which can also be the Dragoon, and a Scorpius Dune Rider, which can also be a Disintegrator. Well, there is some vehicles for Mechanicus. Kobe, welcome in. How are you today? Our Forcer representatives finally do the thing we all agree on. You're funny. You're funny. Welcome in. How are you today? Waste of mine. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. And then here we go. Here's what chat's all excited for. Eye of Terror Battalion Imperial Knights. This one's got Knight Valiant. Sorry, they did it in a weird order. So we got the Knight Valiant and 2 of the Warglaives. Got the option to go long range by building the central kit as the Castellan and the Squires as Halberins. So you get the options for both of those kits. But that's what we got. You got a Knight Dominus and Armiger transfer sheets. You get 1 of each. And there's what we got. Who's gonna be picking up a combat patrol or a battalion or whatever we're calling these now? No Destroyer yet. So this is, that would have been, I think, in the Sunday, whenever those are ready. I don't think they throw them into a battalion right off the bat. Yeah. Catch up here. If I was so deep in it, the Dorn box would be interesting for Boxy Boys. Fighting the Buying Demons for Adepticon. Oh, for just saving some monies. Makes sense. Makes sense. Apparently this one's pretty great. 2 boxes of Victrix's, 2 character boxes. Oh, and you have a 2K army. It's wild. It's hard sometimes when they show like the combat trolls and battalions because some are just better for different armies than others. And since I'm not playing as much, I can't speak to any of them. This is a cool box. Oh, if I didn't already have like bigger stuff, that's a cool box. I think all of them are pretty cool. Just to get some of the big stuff together that you're probably getting together anyway. Throw them all together, maybe save a little bit of money. The Falchion finally got a plastic reveal too. Oh, is there more? Oh my gosh. Not having Sundays. There it is. Yep, here we go. 2 minutes. Right out, hot off the presses. Alright, new Titan Hunting Falchion tank. Alright. The Falchion is coming out in plastic for the first time. Can be described as a dedicated vehicle destroyer, but that's rather underselling it. It's the business of blasting holes in Titans. If anything else happens to get in its way, it won't be a problem for long. Unlike the versatile Fellblade that can tackle lots of different targets with its varied payloads, the Falchion pushes everything it has into an enormous neutron wave cannon mounted onto its hull. A fearsome weapon so cumbersome it would surely rupture any turret that tried to fix it. Or fit it, sorry. Turrets are for up-close urban fighting anyway. The whopping 10 feet of range. You won't need to get your Falchion close to the enemy anytime soon. Even if incoming fire finds its mark, the thick armor that adorns the front can weather most attacks. The internal systems are as resilient as the vehicle itself. Be able to add this intense tank-killing prowess of the Falchion to your army soon. Steeping ourselves in super heavy vehicles this week, wouldn't you like to learn all there is about these iron behemoths as they rumble onto the battlefield? Of course you would. Buy another book. The series of Journal Tactica for Horus Heresy continues with Mailed Fist, Legion Astartes super heavy tanks, also coming for pre-order soon. 48-page supplement covers a vast array of background info about super heavy vehicles, from their inception to the current use amidst the fires of Horus's ambition. Alright, inside you'll find new rules for fielding company of these massive vehicles, background lore about their past and presents, data sheets for all the new Legion Astartes that we've shown off recently. The book and the new plastic falchion will be going up for pre-order fairly soon. Watch this space, start preparing for the intense firepower your adversaries will need to take it down. Here we go. New tank, new book. Buy both. Bye, Alex. We'll see you later. Hope meetings go well. Can I? Wowee! Brave them to the glaive on the cover? Why is that? What am I missing? Replace book in 1 or 2 years, please. Please buy a new book. Wait for them to put all splats into one book in new edition. Only the Fellblade is available to buy. Oh, I see. Gotcha. The glaive is gone from the website for now. For now. I'll still be buying nothing. That's fair. I'm glad more of these are coming to plastic, though. I would say that. Now I can get a plastic one so I can compare it to the agony of the resin hybrid version. Yeah. I think that's been the good change. Even not playing Heresy, just more of these coming to plastic is good. I think a lot of people still don't want to mess with the resin. Which, I mean, I get a lot of commissions because of that, but like I don't want to mess with the resin either. So it means more people can pick them up and be comfy with them. All right, well that's what we got, chat. That's all the updates we've got. Let me get set up for painting. We are going to be painting some more Crisis Protocol today, so let me get set up. Before I move over there, I have updates and stuff though. So let me put the first one. My bot spoiled it earlier. We have a new VOD channel for YouTube. I'm gonna explain because I think maybe the Twitch friends don't know quite, and I'm still learning myself, how the YouTube like algorithm and stuff works. Essentially, VODs don't help me a lot. And it trains that the people watching VODs, watching like 4-hour-long videos, are probably not going to watch shorts. They're probably not going to watch edited content. So it's a very different content. So if you like my lightly edited, unedited VODs, there's a new channel, Nikki Cole's VODs. You can go check that out. If you want to follow both and help me out, that helps me out. There is an edited video of our Pocopia playthrough on Thursday up on the main channel. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little rough. I'm getting used to things. I felt like I couldn't wait too much longer to post Pocopia though, or I'm gonna get buried. So, it's our starting point, but if you want to check that out and see kind of what I'm thinking for edited content, that is up on the main channel. But if you want to check that out, the main channel is gonna end up being more edited stuff and shorts. So, that is just to kind of separate things out. But there is the new channel if you guys want to follow it for both. For both. You're subscribed. You might be my first sub. Now you have to be like you threatened me with. Good, thank you. That makes it easier, Slam. If you just hit the button. Yeah, just hit the button. But if you like the full if you like the full gameplay thing, if you like the full commentary, I think I'm gonna leave the just chatting in there going forward. If you just missed the stream and you just want to catch everything, the VOD channel is gonna be where that is. How's Pocopia going? I no-lifed it, Earbry. That's all I did this weekend. I did some chores. I took a break to eat. I took a Monster Hunter break, but I played Pocopia all weekend. It's really fun. It's really funny. Hit the button or get hit. Your choice. I tried to make it as easy as I could, Slim. As easy as I could for you. I don't know why you continue to fight me, but I tried to make it easy. Alright, let me get set up for painting. Let me move you guys, and then I will move myself. There's you guys. And YouTube chat. Hi, YouTube chat. If anyone's tuning in over YouTube, appreciate you. Okay. Let's hop over. I said, let's hop over. There. Button didn't want to get hit. Hit the button. Alright. Here is Rogue. We are going to start, and we're going to have her matching Magneto. So we're going to go for the comic style again today. But that's the vibe. I'm excited. Jim Jams, welcome in. How are you? Over under number on the time we make sugar jokes. I mean, throw them in. My favorite thing. Slam and I have been watching the old cartoon, and she does these very like southern sayings, and they're our favorite thing. So she'll like trying to think like a someone at church, or like a hush puppy, or like a yeah, Rogue's cooler than an insert animal in situation. They're so funny every time. Every time she says that, we're like, yes, yes, Rogue. My waifu from teenage, she's great. Because I didn't watch the cartoon growing up, so I'm getting a lot of Rogue now, a lot of Rogue and Gambit, and they're cutie patooties, and I love them both. But she's great. Sweating more than a sinner at church in July. Exactly, Jim Jam. Just that. Over and over and over. And it's great. I love it. Ooh, I was going to start with the darkest green. I'm going to start with our mid green, actually. What I'm thinking. I'm not thinking. I need Slam saying sound bits saying these other things in a British accent. It's so funny because we have a hard time coming up with our own. We try to like imitate her, and it's just they're so out there that I can't. Gambit was not an ideal role model, all things considered, but he's cool. He's cool as heck. Gambit's fun. He's such a simp. I love it. So better than boring AF Cyclops. I don't mind Cyclops. They animate his movement so weird, though. It's very strange to watch Cyclops in the cartoon. It's almost like the, like when someone's really buff and they, like, walk around weird. But that's, like, his whole body. That's how they animate him. It's very strange to watch. I don't know how else to explain it. It just doesn't look very natural. And Gambit, he's great. Great. Think what else. But yeah, my weekend was Pokopia. What have you guys been up to? I'm not gonna lie, having Sundays to myself again is really nice. It may suck here as we kind of swap schedule over, but man, it was nice yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, Sunday crew. That was really nice. This rain is making me soggier than beans on toast. What would? Slam, probably. You know, I think he said that in a call the other night. Yeah, pretty sure. It's a exact Slam quote. Between Rogue Southernisms and Wolverine saying the most intense swear-adjacent things the writer can think of, the show is a riot. I may have. Yeah, I think you got it. I think you got it. Nope. Titan, thank you so much for that sub for 26 months of support. We're going rogue now, that's right. I'm doing alright. How are you? Actively fighting daylight savings time, but we're getting there. What you up to? Dueler King, welcome in. How are you? Yeah, what are you guys up to this weekend? What do we have, chat? I was no life in it. What were you guys up to? Oh, you found one. Here we go. You look as nervous as a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs. That was one of them, yep. I remember it. Because I think we both went, what? Her and Beast just giving out quotes. So the, I don't remember if I don't know if it shows it. For Beast, you can either do this pose, or there's another, and I wonder if it's on the back. No, it's not. You can give him a book too, which he's getting the book for mine. He's getting a book when I build him. I haven't built him just yet. More perturbed than a bloke in a queue for the lift after a slow lorry ride. There we go. I love this mixture. I love this mix. It's a real thing people say. Oh, I know. The little southern phrases. I know people say it, but I've never. Dealer Kings is doing good. Earned a platinum trophy for Resident Evil Requiem on Saturday. Nice. I was about to ask what you thought of the game. But if you're going for the platinum, you probably liked it. Have you played like all of the Resident Evils? How do you think it? I don't want to say compares, matches up. What would we think compared to the others? We like it just as much. Titan says, help like getting the device taken off my car this week. Fun and friends and I played the Fallout tabletop RPG. Turns out armor is a worthy investment. That makes sense, especially for Fallout. Yep. How much of a, is it like a stat boost, or did something happen? Tell me about the armor. I hate this primer. We're never priming in this again, chat. Reading books about hanging upside down can't be beast. Oh, that's true. I gotta flip them around. I mean, he's still hanging off something. He's still... Like, I can channel beast. Oh, goober. Killer Kings is a great game, one of the best entries to the series. I think, I don't know if you've been in here when I've talked about it, I think I want to go back and start Resident Evil. The only one that I've played a little bit of was 7. It was terrifying, and I actually really liked it. I got to the point where you kind of have to start rope-a-doping, and I got a little frustrated because I just wasn't expecting to have to do that. Now that I know the kind of gameplay loop, I kind of want to try it again. Just with a little bit more patience this time, if that makes sense. You're gonna summon William with all this southern talk? I bet he's got all the phrases, yeah. He just doesn't even know that they're like southern phrases. They're just phrases. Can only imagine Bees with Frasier's voice now. I keep hearing 9 is super scary. Yeah, especially with one of the characters, because you play as 2. I've been trying to avoid clips. I've got it down to where I'm just getting the Leon thirst traps now on socials, so we're good. There's so many. So many thirst traps. Alright, any more green on our girl? Oh, her, like, headband. Excellent casting in X3. They modded Shrek into the game in like 24 hours, yep. I did see that. Modders are just built different. They go at a different speed than the rest of us. Built different. Okay. I hate how this primer is just not fun to work on. Nothing lays down nice and flat. I think Storm is in this primer, and then we're probably gonna just do a black primer with a white coat over it. I don't wanna mess with this anymore. It was fine on the larger like anime figures, but the smaller stuff is garbage. Are these pre-primed? They are not. I just tried to use the same thing I've been using on the anime paints, and for these little ones, it's rough. Because even on the anime paints, I did like a matte coat, which I guess I could have done with these, but maybe I try that for the next ones. I just wanted to keep the colors really bright. Let's see, armor gives damage reduction. You need a different piece for each arm, leg, and then your torso head. Bought a metal helm, which reduces physical by 2 points, and the leather, which reduced by 1. But it took a perk to give me physical everywhere. Fighting super mutants, I basically absorbed like 6 to 10 extra damage by only having 15 health. But the armor I would have went down. That's pretty crazy, Titan, yeah. I guess, is it easy to get? I feel like a metal helmet would be hard to get. Especially like early game. You keep painting the X-Men Beyond the starter set, it'd be neat to see how you approach. Oh, Iceman and Emma Frost? That'd be fun, yeah. Emma would be fun. I think she has a kit that has her like regular form and her diamond form, so she would be a fun paint. Is there a reason you went with a primer instead of the light green? Because yeah, that's just what I was using on the other repaints is all. I'm like, this will be great. Was not great. The Emma Frost stream is just staring at various comic panels. The Emma Frost stream is me pulling up all the really pretty comic costumes she gets and then comparing to rivals and being like, why the hell are these the costumes we're getting when she has all of these costumes? Why the hell is this what you've gone with? Did you find any shiny mons in Pokopia? I don't know if are there shinies? I have not found any. I found a lot of Pokemon, but nothing shiny. Mrs. Frost, hello. Norman says, we had some minis from Dungeons and Lasers that came pre-primed. They had transparent elements that were unprimed. That makes sense. Came pre-assembled. That prime is hydrophobic as you can get. Absolutely awful to paint. I know if you get like the whiz kids and stuff too, they're also awful to paint on. We're level 2 and got maybe 100 caps total from a quest. We upgraded someone's 10mm and got the armor. That's close. That makes sense. Thought they were they're not shinies. I think that makes sense. There's already, considering how large that area is, how large the game is, having shiny versions too that'd be a lot. My character has stated to use big guns. Of course, we're not getting any of those for a while. Yeah. Early game for some of those games is rough. I'm starting a tabletop campaign this week too. I am playing Dolmenwood. We start tomorrow. Dolmenwood is very fairy tale inspired, and we're basically just a little party of goobers. So I'm actually like a goblin, but they have a bat face. So I'm a wood grue. And then we have a mossling, who's a hunter. We have a breggle, which is a little goat man. We have an elf, and then a grimalkin, which is a cat. But basically we're all these little like woodland critters, and we're just gonna get into shenanigans. So it's very different than like D&D, but I'm excited to see how it goes. We start that tomorrow. Scott's asking, speaking of Dolmenwood, chat, will my 1 HP thief live through session 1? My magician also has 1 HP. I think just seeing who survives long, I feel like I can at least stay at range. I feel like I've got a better shot at making it. If I can make it through the whole thing on 1 HP. Let's go. Lurking twerk for a while and good slam. Thanks for lurking. Hope the twerking going well. Plata teased me. He showed us a mutant with a minigun. The DMPC that we were helping, who admittedly killed more mutants than us, said he was taking it. Like, look at this cool weapon. Don't you wish you could have something like this? Too bad, it's mine. Can you be a pigeon? I don't know. The only other option was human, outside of like our party. So we took basically everything that wasn't human for the party, which is also fun. I think I've mentioned on stream that... Oh God. Is that yellow? Hold on, chat. Give me a rogue. Okay. I'll put this here. Having too hard time seeing over there. What yellow is this? This is just Uriel yellow from Games Workshop. But that's exactly it. That's why I was trying to use this primer, is it keeps everything nice and bright. It's just kind of gonna take a couple coats to get it nice and smooth. I think the hard part is because we're doing comic style, like it has to be smooth for the effect to kind of work. And when I have to go over it multiple times, it just gets annoying. You have to avoid combat in Dolmenwood as much as possible, yeah. It'll be interesting. I kind of dig that, because I like in D&D when you can solve things through talking or like something clever. So the fact that the whole game is like, okay, figure out something clever, that makes me happy. I hope I'm clever enough to do that. But I think it'll be cool. Is it more... I don't know what the actual system is called. If it's like there... I feel like it's from something else, but... Main takeaway from the Mörk Borg book is that everyone has like D3 HP. Sort of heard about Mörk Borg. Let's make sure you're fighting fair if possible. I need to try the demo for... They got a demo for Next Fest, and we just didn't have time to play it. I need to download that demo and give it a try. For the video game version. Maybe the other models would benefit from a map code. Maybe we try that with Storm and see if that's better. Is Uriel yellow a Warhammer paint? It is. Or is it a Citadel paint? It is both. Both. It's Citadel, but it works on Warhammer model. Those poor employees. What a success with GW's White Scar primer for our Crisis Protocol model, so this primer isn't cutting for you. That's the rattle can, right? I was gonna say. Oh, I think I've heard White Scar is better than like Ceramite White. I'll be honest, I avoid GW white paints if I can. Yeah, it's just a little bit more, I guess, satin finish. So it's just showing more of the brush strokes than we normally get. What do you think about the Citadel paint thing that happened? The rebrand? What do you ask? It's just a new label. That's all. I love the book. The art and the style is so fun. Yeah, I've never convinced anyone to play. I'm always down for trying new systems. I just don't know as much about it. I kind of thought the video game would be a cool way to see, like, some of that, I guess. Yeah, they just changing the label. I like that the katakana's on there. For our Japanese friends painting. Since they've got the, like, the store over there, and I think it was cool they added that on there. I do think it'll be easier when people come in here and they're like, what paints do you use? I use the Warhammer paints. I think it's lame corporate minimalism. I mean, again, I laughed really hard at the video because I get some of the same questions on stream. The Warhammer paint for the Warhammer models is gonna make things much easier. Yeah, it brings in the branding. When you've got someone who doesn't know what's going on, going to a Games Workshop store to buy Warhammer and then get Citadel paints, that's a lot. That's confusing. Some people would come in here and not know the Forge World was Games Workshop or Warhammer. So, like, absolutely makes sense. Absolutely. Dolmenwood is a fantasy RPG built around the acclaimed old school Essentials rules. I've never heard of that before. I wonder how many other systems are. I mean, assuming a lot of systems are on that. We must rebel. Home Depot paint for that quick one coat coverage. Home Depot paint and then dip it. Dip it in the army painter dip. That's the way. I'm gonna get on it early. Make my own slap chop. That's what all the cool kids do. Take technique, put your name on it. This is how I make my new content. Dip, no flick, let it sog. Let it sog. Ew. Ew. There's tons of OSR systems that are all fairly similar, just from the outside. Crap. I don't know how much I want to get into this. Honestly, I feel like Slap Chop is when I just stopped. Because I was thinking about this, like, as we shift to more video gaming. I feel like that's when I stopped, like, caring about hobby content. And I'm a little split on it, because I'm glad more people are painting their models and, like, enjoying it and, like, things like that. But, like, I just kind of stopped caring. Does that make sense? As someone who's, like, I don't know. Depends on your focus, right? If you're trying to learn more painting and get better at painting, but I know that's not everyone's focus, which is what it boils down to. But yeah, I think that's when I stopped caring. What army is that? It's my slime theme guard army. There you go. Hey, Helgar, welcome in. How are you? Lurgan Headband, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate it. Hope you get some good rest. Thank you, thank you. But yeah, does that... I feel like, honestly, that's when I kind of started to drift away from... Like, oh, I want to do, like, hobby content. Like... I don't know. I don't know how else to put it. That's when I kind of stopped, like, wanting to do more. I think as we move to gaming, it's just, like, becoming so clear to me. It's like, I just don't like making... Other than, like, getting to hang out and work on stuff together. I just don't like making content for it the way that other people do. Dang, Rogue is so bright with his yellow. So bright. Okay. We need to figure out skin tone. We need to start this hair. All this hair. We're gonna start with... Let's go Mournfang. We'll do the more desaturate, I think, for her coat. Let's get some of this on our palette. What is everyone working on, chat? What hobby have we got? What's everyone working on? Other than this, I've been building some Kingdom Death. I need to follow up because it's a commission on our paint scheme, and then we'll bring the Kingdom Death here on stream. And then I kind of want to put the magnets on these bases today while we're together, just because I didn't yesterday. They just added a Noble Team to Halo Flashpoint. They'll get me one of these days. That's cool. I feel like I don't get any of the... I guess I'm not in the right circles for the Halo updates. I don't think I've seen anything in a bit. Though I guess there'd probably be at Adepticon, right? Also, Adepticon's here soon, which I keep forgetting and then re-remembering. We feeling ready for Adepticon, chat? Those who are going? Les has got a Gambit and Gasland's shipping crate. Hoping I can sneak in some graffiti before Acon. Let's go. Oh, Saren, hello. Clean up the panel line work on my Gundam. It's very satisfying. Yes, yes. I'm glad. How are you today? Just got some brown on her. All this hair. Which I'm realizing I don't think I've really done hair like this for comic style. So that'll be fun to figure out later. Making the list is on my to-do list. I think at this point, I was starting to do like, oh, I need to like load up my Kindle. I need to make sure the magnets are on these guys so I can take them. Figure out what commander decks I want to take. Probably be the same ones, honestly, because I haven't finished my new ones yet. Are you ready to be called Butts a million times in person again? Yeah. But now you know. Now you know we're just gonna call you Butts. Gotta prepare for drinking a lot of hard Mountain Dew. So it's a lot of prep work goes into Adepticon. I'm just gonna go ahead and paint all brown, and then we'll bring in her stripey a little bit later so I can put it exactly where I want it. We'll just paint over the brown. Get her little patch. Is the comic style heavier black line in shadows? Yes. Yep. So figuring out where that black lining will need to be, but not make her too heavy. Getting the shadows won't be too bad for at least the underside of the hair, but yeah. Figuring out where all that goes to where it's not too heavy and it's still the her nice fluffy hair. I'm good, taking a break from WoW. I love the Crisis Protocol stuff. I struggle with some of the building on some of them are a little fiddly. She had some bits. Storm was also... it's almost like building Malifaux, where you've just got these really like thin pieces and smaller connection points. But they're really cool. I really like the minis. But yeah, some of them are definitely more of a pain. Okay, I'm wondering if I think we need to get our coat color. Let's do one more coat of the green, and then we'll get the colors for a coat. Harsher, yeah, that's the biggest thing I think is what Scott's mentioned is the cell shading. You don't really blend. You just put that layer on top of another layer. So if you're coming from Warhammer, you have to fight that kind of urge to blend your colors together. Cell shading, you don't really do that. It's just here's your shade. Here's the other color. I 3D printed a tube. Oh, for the playmat. Your annual butt scene. That's right. That reminds me, I got rolled 63.98 in a 40k game. Grand Coven Thousand Suns versus Subterranean Assault Tyranids. I mainly lost because I have an anti-psyker strat and model, but man, going first on Scorched Earth also sucks. Was it at least fun? I feel bad I can't talk the gaming side as much anymore, but I'm glad you got time to play. Anyone else playing some tabletop? Either RPGs like Fallout or Dolmenwood or some Warhams? What are we playing, chat? I am waiting. Our board game group started the Monster Hunter board game. I'm waiting until we get to meet up again, so I've not gotten to play anything just yet. And then Dolmenwood tomorrow. Excited to get back to playing things. looking forward to doing 20-0 against Grey Knights last week. My opponent folded a day ahead of it. There's one on list for me. Basically, each of my units straight up deleting a unit of his on average rolls. That's pretty gross. People forget or try to be sneaky and do turn 1 with infiltrators. Oh, with the, specifically with Scorched Earth. Okay. How do I want to start her skin tone? From the cartoon, she's got pretty pale skin. Trying to decide if I want to start there or we start a little deeper. Let's start a little deeper and we'll build up. Started reading the rules for weird MTG board game I bought yesterday. Yeah, did you read any of the reviews on those butts? Are they supposed to be pretty fun or are they kind of whatevs? I feel like some of those tie-ins can be one or the other. I don't actually know for those. Butts found one of the Magic, is it Planeswalkers board games at a thrift store? Is what we're talking about. I don't know if they review well or not. Sarah says I'm playing in a D&D, a pirate campaign. It's been fun because the party has the right amount of moral flexibility. You'll love to see it. Definitely makes for way more interesting interactions. I know it's pirates, but what is more of your character? Tell me more. Yeah, scroll up here. Scorch Rates is funny to me. Whenever anybody scorches an objective, it turns out it'd be better. Oh, not to do it? Okay. So it's affecting the objectives is what you're saying. I've not looked at anything online about it. Sometimes that's for the best. The fact I've never heard of it makes me not super confident. It's got Planeswalker minis. Yeah, sometimes it's just fun. Hey, John Slayer, welcome in. I got to play my first game of 40k ever yesterday. Was bored at the start of round 3, but still had a lot of fun. 1,000 points. Harlequins versus Imperial Fist Terminators. Made me realize how squishy I am. Yeah, I feel like... I'm not playing as much right now, but I feel like Harlequins are also not in the best spot. Meta-wise at the moment. I feel like Harlequins are always in kind of a weird spot. Games Workshop can't quite figure out what they want to do with them. But welcome on in. I'm glad you got to play. Are you, do you have plans for the next game? Something you want to take instead? Or is it just, yeah, remembering that you're squishy and maybe approaching it differently? What do we think? Welcome, welcome. For anyone who may be new, hi, I'm Nikki. I used to play. I started with 6th edition 40k. I've got Space Wolves, I've got Tyranid, and Eldar. I haven't been playing the last couple editions as much, just because I don't like the stratagems and kind of the tournament focus. I'm more of a beer and pretzels girly, so I haven't been playing as much, but I still paint a lot of the miniatures. So welcome on in. I'm looking forward to learning Crisis Protocol here, as I get more into Marvel stuff. Get back to playing a little bit more. If you have any questions, let us know. Move fast, shoot. Oh, shoot hard, die easy. Eldari life. you gotta hit them before they hit you. Osarian says, I'm the ship's doctor. He's a human artificer with one of the recent horror-themed subclasses. The concept is one of Dr. Frankenstein at sea. I even get to have a little flesh golem style companion that explodes when it dies. Perfect. That sounds fun. Horror-themed subclasses. I need to look into those. Dropping a unit of 2 bikes for 2 units of 5 rangers for infiltrate, poking at a distance. That sounds like a good swap. Fine says, I had fun. Demon Prince surviving a 6-man of zones with Sus 1. Trying to remember. I managed to get 2 shots through, rolled max to deal 14 damage. He had a 4-up feel no pain to psychic, lived on 2 wounds. He went on to heal to full by killing the Swarm Lord, the Neuro Tyrant, and the Trigon Prime over the rest of the game. Ouch. Ouch. Crisis Protocol is so much fun. I've done 2 leagues my store has put on. One was Shield and Hydra theme, the other Krakoa theme. That's fun. I've heard so many good things about Crisis Protocol. It's just I need to I just haven't been doing as much tabletop, so I need to find time to... I think some of us are going to learn Add Adepticon, so I'm going to be bringing my stuff. Scott's got his stuff. I think Noob is bringing his. But yeah, I think the plan is for a bunch of us to learn Add Adepticon. They're in the... Okay, Unearthed Arcana, a ways back. Gotcha. Some of those are really fun. I remember there was, I think, a Druid subclass I really liked from that. Just seeing the, kind of the different takes on the classes can be really fun. My Shadow Seer making his Terminator melee's hazardous killed more of his 11 Terminators than I did. So much of, like, Warhammer 2 is just learning your matchups. Like, okay, this guy needs to go into this group. Or you think a unit will do better about a unit than it actually does. So you, like, think it'll chop through something and it just is not cut out really to do that, or maybe it's not as strong as you think. There's a lot of that when you start. And then, of course, you're learning your army and you're learning everyone else's army, which is also just a lot of games to learn. It'd be fun to go to Adepticon. Any say about vacation days and go 1 year? It's great. With the new venue, it's much better too. You've just got more things within walking distance. It's a lot easier to get around. Just a lot more room in general for games and just doing everything. It's just a lot easier now. I'm very glad that they moved. Okay, the bot's reminding me, so I'm gonna say it again. We have a new VOD channel. If you guys like the unedited, lightly edited VODs that I normally throw on YouTube, for like if you miss a stream or whatever, that is there. You can give a sub. The main channel, I'm going to be doing more editing. I'm going to be doing more shorts over there. I'm going to be doing more of like edited gameplay over there. So if you like the VODs, make sure that you are following both to get all Nikki. All Nikki all the time. I'm gonna get our brown one on while you guys do that. Oh, there we go. I just ran out and use my healer's kit to patch up wounds and stuff. It's not very effective. I recon my way into the crew because my character's private hobbies are frowned on in polite society. And I can only imagine each of the characters have something similar. I kind of wish I could put her. Maybe she will still fit in the model. Let's see. She's not on the base. This all comes, like, this will sit on top of her actual base. I'm hoping this will still crap, though. Okay, we're good. I was a little worried maybe it wouldn't fit in our holder. We're good. We're doing so much base coding, it's easier to work around her with the holder. Especially when we gotta do multiple coats for these base coats. Belts. And you come back. Miss a little bit of green. We thought about a basing scheme for your mutants. I want to figure out how to do a danger room scheme. Ooh, I'm stuck on how to actually do it. So this box actually came with bases. So I'll probably just follow what they've got. Just because they're... I'll put them. Hold on. Oh, here they are. So many bases. Go ahead and grab them since we were thinking about doing magnets. But yeah, these already come with some, so I'll probably just stick with it for that. Danger Room. I think I'd have to pull up some of maybe the cartoon to look at. Chat, if you have anything you'd suggest, feel free to throw it in. But that would be cool. It's a cool idea. If you want help, I can take a look a little later. I annoyed my DM with my dwarf. Mechanist? Level 15 once per day for a minute. Can become immune to all bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. Then gains resistance to all other damage types. Take like 15 plus undead that have basic weapons, so the other party members killed them. Yeah, for the most part. Our captain's inept in a funny way. Our cook is a bird person. Our main frontline fighter is a little robot guy the size of a trash can. It's ridiculous. So you also have a campaign of little goobers. I love it. Goober campaigns are the best. I'm returning to my goober roots, honestly. My first D&D character was a kobold named Yap. And she was, she thought she was the chosen of Tiamat, but she didn't understand what that means. She didn't understand why everyone would give her the side eye when she would say that. She was fun. I may need to bring her back at some point. So we only got to like level 3 or 4 or something. But I love little Yap. The danger room can look like anything. I know this is not. That's true. That's true. You're going for its default state, though. I have to see a picture. Remember how last week my party didn't make it to the big city that I was sorry about due to content? We had another session. They still aren't there. It's so hard sometimes to prep. So hard. I can only imagine. Like I've DM'd like a one-shot, and then we tried to do Avernus, but that campaign is just not written well. I can only imagine if it was something where it's not as maybe real roady. Get into whatever they want to get into. I was initially thinking about doing half City Street, half hologram wireframe. The execution didn't look great on my test base. That's definitely a tricky one. You're almost looking at, it reminds me of like when people do Alpha Legion or like Tau switching to a stealth suit. It's kind of what it reminds me of. I don't know if that gives any inspiration or things to look up, but where you're like actively changing state. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep. Oh, I didn't even base it at the back of her. Okay. Sometimes I get so distracted I miss pieces. We miss the back of her arm. Fighting this primer definitely doesn't help. Hey Gallows, welcome in. How are you? We're happy to have you. What you up to today? We are working on a rogue from the X-Men. I'm just getting base coats at the moment. We're gonna do comic style on her, so I'm trying to get these really solid base coats to get started on. What you up to? Interesting, this Vallejo is actually taking better to the primer than the Citadel. It's also a darker color, which makes it easier. Definitely easier to work with. That's a good idea. I hadn't thought about the Alpha Legion stealth suit transitions people do. Yeah, if studying some of those maybe is a place to start. Sometimes seeing what other people do unlocks the old noodle. Having those is a good reference. Why are Steam sales a thing? I gotta save money, not spend it on a random interesting indie game number 698. I'll play once for 6 hours and then never pick up. What does everyone play? I know I mentioned I was no-lifing Pokopia. So what's everyone been playing here? Resident Evil was brought up. What's the other one I keep seeing? We gotta start that series. Me Vice Full, welcome in. How are you? Go X-Men basketball. That's right. How are you? I'm not actually sure what she is. Maybe chat can help me. I don't actually know what that is that she has. It's just silver. I'm sure it's something specific, and I don't know. It just wow, sadly. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Expansion time is a fun time to be playing MMOs. I'm waiting. I used to play Final Fantasy 14. I'm ready for the next expansion. So I did not like the current one. I'm kind of missing it though. It's nice having those games you can kind of dip in and out of. Missing it. It's weird not playing a game after playing it for however many hours. The purchase history looks like I'm on hour 350 of modded XCOM 2. There's something about XCOM, and I haven't gotten into it the way that other people do. So like once you're in it, you're in it. My brother plays a lot of those, like modded with his friend. And they're, yeah, so many hours. I get it. I get it. I wanted to get all the new Xenos commanders despite not playing Tau, but they're so expensive. $45 for the Nid Prime and Dwarf. It's $110. Hold on, let me go back. $110 for the twin. Oh, for the Twin Lance. I gotcha. Is crazy. If we were playing right now, Titan, I don't think I could afford to keep playing. Yeah. Well, sorry, welcome in. How are you? Oh, I don't know a main bias school. I'm sorry. Can't convince myself to get the Nid Prime. The data sheet sucks so much. That's another part of it. Yeah, like you're paying that much for a model you're probably not going to use. I went to the store, bought lunch and hair clippers, cut my too long hair, showered, went to therapy. Finally have a moment to relax before lunch. Let's go. That sounds like a very productive day. That's awesome. Yep, I missed a bunch of stuff back here. Let me get the rest of... I think I was trying to figure out arm and coat and get around the hair. There we go. Now she's caught up. Honor first, welcome in. How are you? Doing okay-ish. Hope you're having... You're good and thriving. Good here. Fighting daylight savings time. But other than that, we good. Get to work on our girl Rogue today. It's been fun. Okay. I think I want to start working on the green. While the rest of our base coat's kind of dry here. Just giving her another look over. I think everything else we can kind of fix as we go. So let's dive in. I'm trying to decide if I want to start with shades or just bring in our really bright green. Let's do a little shading first. I don't even play Tau, I just think the models look cool. They're cool. The Twin Lance is unbelievably broken. Don't buy it until they nerf it. Not worth it then? I mean, if you just want them as a project. Yeah. Picking up as a paint project's always fun. But for $110, that's a rough ask, I think, for just paint. That's a rough ask. It's not like an impulse purchase price point, I guess. Okay, this box is didn't work. It's like slightly too far over here. It's out of the way. Okay. Use the parts from the warrior box instead of getting a new model. Just kit bash it up. That might be a good way to go. Kit bash it. That'd be like 80, which while expensive, I would have been able to stomach. Yeah, I feel like it's gotten to the point with like this last price increase where it's just like impulse purchase isn't really a thing anymore. On our first, we're going okay. Excited to paint some more stinky Nurgle boys later. Enjoy your stinky boys. The Twin Lance made 140 points or whatever it is. The most egregious point error they've made in a while. I need the smoke to not be so white. Yeah, I thought about that. But I want to work on her today. When is AOGW, actually, no, this emote is called. So I can say it out loud properly. Twitch, please. Stabby. Okay, there we go. See how GW stabs the new night price. Given the old ones are like 195. Yeah, it's... Remember when a night was like 130 and we thought it was a lot of money? Yeah. I do remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. It hurts. Yeah, I'll repeat it. Like, if we were still playing Warhammer, I don't know that I would be able to add to my armies at this point. Like, obviously I'm not at the moment because we're not playing, but even if we were, I don't think I could. I think I would be priced out. Hoping... Look. Bellatus Knights are like 100 max, the new one. Good to say that. They came out with the Tyranid and Votann character at the same time. Those are very overcosted for the points. Even second hand armies are expensive. Yeah. It's kind of wild at the moment. Which, like, I get it. I feel weird complaining when, like, other things are more expensive and obviously more important. But it's still wild. Alright. For our green, I am taking Caliban green. Just gonna shade down here. And again, for the comic style, we're gonna keep it very blocky. Very, basically pick a point, highlight over, shade over. The legs is what I'm trying to figure out here. Making sure we leave room for that real bright highlight here soon. The strings will be like 160. Ballistus will probably be like 120. Wait, which one is that? I'm thinking the destroyers. It's the ballistus. That's fine, I guess. I was trying to think if I want to leave that in auto mod or not. That's fine. What is the type? I was gonna say, I thought that was the same. Is there another knight I'm not aware of? I could be. I could be wrong. Oh, thank you so much for the 3-stream streak. I appreciate it. Okay. Gonna shade. Oh wait, does her yellow suit come down to... Comes down below her belt. Okay. So that whole... Surely that whole thing is not yellow. There is like a sculpted... Does that yellow come all the way down to like the inside of her thigh? Hold on, chat. I have to do important rogue research. Hold on. I need a full body image for reference for science. It does. Okay. Yellow. More yellow. That's gonna be so fun over that green. What have I done? Okay, what I've done is we're gonna start with the shade and not that bright yellow. It's gonna be easier. The new knight chassis is the Bellatus. Like the paladin is a Equestris. Why do we need 5? Okay, nope, we're not doing that today. We're not doing that today. I don't know why it needs 5 names, but there you go. It's the same thing. Make sure the safe search is on. I mean, I'm not bringing it on stream, so... That way that's near 100. It's like 2/3 the size of Equestris. It'll be 160-ish. It is very cool. It's a cool knight. Okay. Covering with... It's probably going to end up in shade anyways. Covering with this will be easier than covering with that green. A fuller body than a sweet tea on a Monday afternoon, that's right. Thank you for the roguisms. Okay, I saw the line, but I thought it was just like on the suit. This is all yellow. I'm gonna block it out and then we'll come back for a second coat. Oh gosh. Pokies of the basement get me. Maybe like this. Honda makes a Civic. You can get the SL and the Type R. Ask me to remember which one is which. You'll never get me to. Well, when Hawk tried to ally with the Imperial Fists. Looks like we had more orc leaks. If you want to throw them in the Discord, can do. Hey Cactus, welcome in. How are you? I didn't know Marvel had a game based on minis. Is it any good? I haven't played it yet. I've heard it's good. Some people in chat have played. Chat, if you'd like to hop in, please feel free. I have not played it myself yet. I'm getting more into Marvel. I want to start reading the comics, and I've been watching some of the more recent shows. I played some Marvel Rivals, so I'm just diving full in. But I have not played yet. Well, come on in. How are you? So, Quasi Games over on YouTube. Hello. How are you? Maybe Quasi. You can please correct me. I want to get it right. Please correct me. We're working on Rogue. Here is, let me back up. Here's Rogue. We started with Magneto, who's not finished, but may give a little better idea of the comic style that we're going for. So we started him, and I was trying to get that armor kind of worked up last time. But I just wanted something new today, so we're working on our girl Rogue. Coming together. I've heard cheaper cars have names like Taurus and Fiesta. Fancier brands have the 440 HCL, because people always say, I have a BMW. I think I have a hard time, especially with the knights, where it's like, just say it's a knight with this weapon. Why do I have to know that this loadout is this, and this loadout is this, and this loadout is this? Just tell me what it has. It's the same with vehicles, though, I guess. It's just frustrating. It's just a lingering, frustrating thing for me with Warhammer. Like, just tell me what weapons it has. I don't care that it's a defender or a this or a this. Just tell me what it is. What does it have? What do I need to worry about? And then yeah, it's Equestris, but that also doesn't tell you anything other than how big it is. After the community article in the hobby news section. Oh, so it's not even a leak. They're now having to address it? Is that what you're saying? Maggie looks sweet, thank you. We'll get back to him one day. I just needed something new this morning. I'll go ahead and, well, I've got the yellow on our palette here. Shade some of her legs, some of the boots and stuff we did. Uh-oh, I think we need a darker yellow. That's not enough of a difference. Okay. Okay, what do I want to use then? We need more of a, like a golden, honestly, more into brown. That's not going to be enough of a difference for our comic style. Usually for Warhammer, I would shade with this. But that's not going to be enough. Maybe something like XP88 or Tau Light Ochre or something in there. I'll have to look here in a minute. Sorry, I was waiting for the rest of it. Speaking of superheroes, saw a meme headcanon that was pretty funny. Spider-Girl move where she loses her hood at some point, comes across as soon-to-be embarrassed AF dude bro in a Batman t-shirt. Starts telling her how not accurate her cosplay is. I feel like that's been done. But it is pretty good. It reminds me of like the people that see Tony Hawk and they're like, look just like Tony Hawk. Yeah, my knight is the big hand chainsword model. That tells me exactly what I'm, yeah. Tells me exactly what I need to worry about. I played Star Wars Shatterpoint. It's basically the same system. It's one of the most fun cinematic systems I've ever played. When you get into Crisis Protocol for this reason, Shatterpoint's essentially being shelved now. Ah, okay. Do you know if you could save a lot of money if they simplified the SKU creep? I think part of, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I think part of it's like the battle, like the data slates, because like you got rule of 3 and stuff. So, like, they have to do it for the game, but it doesn't tell you anything. Unless you know the army really well. So that's the frustration point. Did they go for pinup style rogue or modern era? Did they? Who is they? Crisis Protocol? I mean, she feels like comic or a cartoon rogue to me. Which is what I'm painting based off to. get our bright green in here. Like, butts with shadows later. Which Chainsword model? With the sculpt? It feels like she's from the cartoon. I feel like all of them are kind of the 90s style, just looking at them. Yeah. Because the other one I wanted to look into is if I could do the... And I have to see if it's the same costume. The Storm one, I like the one from the cartoon, where it's the, like, the white. I thought that could be really fun and a little bit more contrast for her. So that's what I need to look up too, if that's the same suit. If it's not, then we'll keep it, but... I don't think it is. I think her shoulders are covered in the cartoon. I'll have to look. Don't remember. I feel like that's a different suit. More research to be done. Storm's next, so I haven't looked up anything up yet. For her outfit. A bit more of her highlight. Let's put the highlight here. 90s era rogue, yeah. It's been fun watching the cartoon. Slam and I are in season 3-ish. We just did the Dark Phoenix arc. I still don't like Jean. It's still very boring to me, but we did it. We watched it. I feel like this highlight right there is correct but boring. Does that make sense? I feel like it's a little boring. I feel like we need to shape it down her knee, maybe. I think by the time I get the black lining started, that'll feel better. I played Ninja Turtles Draft on Arena. A guy top decked a 9 mana shark that kills 3 creatures on ETB. Holy cow. Models are incredible. I feel like GW used to be full of heart and character. Now they're just corporate profit AF. I think it depends. I feel like I still like the Sigmar stuff more than the new 40k stuff. But they've had some crazy growth. I think it's hard not to feel corporate AF when you are now as large as you are. They had some crazy growth here with the kind of COVID era. They really took off. And then the new video games and stuff have helped. So I think it's hard not to that big. Monster says, felt better than Spider-Man. Only 1 draft, though. They'll let you do a real draft with Team NT, and Spider-Man was only picked 2. Oh, okay. I've not been playing, especially on Arena. I like Commander too much. I really tried to, like, get back to Arena. Just... it's not as fun for me. And it started to feel like a chore going on to get stuff. Even when, like, because I hopped on when the Final Fantasy stuff was on there. And it feels like a chore, I just stop. Put it down for a bit. In person I'll play them. I don't mind playing with friends and stuff. I have found I don't need to, like, Scott likes to go every week and play. I don't need that the way that we used to do with, like, Warhammer and stuff. If friends want to play, I'm happy to get a deck out and play. Any other brown ads? I was really distracted, I guess, while we were doing the coat. I missed a lot of spots. I only like pick 2 if you're doing IRL and have less people. At Arena, it's kind of whatever. Yeah, that makes sense. Especially when the opportunity for so many people is there, right? In person, sometimes you're a little restricted. Don't really have that reason on Arena. I've been corporate AF for like 25 years. Just got someone who knows how to make money at the helm running it now. With merch site escalating in particular. I'm trying to decide if I want to start blacklining before I do too much more highlighting. I think we probably should. I use the satin black from Monument on Magneto. I like the coverage. It is a little tricky just because it does dry satin instead of matte, but I think that'll be okay. Don't want to stick with it. Mostly because I don't love Vallejo's new formula, so this one just covers a little nicer. Right out the gate. Does anyone in chat play Flesh and Blood? Don't think I've seen anyone mention it. If you do, chat, hop in. I was just trying to think from talking before. I don't think we have anyone, but... Do you play, Callus? I don't know if you're looking for opinions or if you are looking for other players. I'm gonna try my best to black around all this yellow. It's a card game. I recommend it, especially if you're burnt out on Magic. Oh, I'm just not doing anything tabletop. I'm just video gaming. I'm cool with that. I just don't have the... Why? If anyone else is looking for the recommendation, I have also heard good things, but I'm just not feeling a lot of tabletop at the moment. I'd rather video game when I've got time. Outside of one tournament in Adepticon, I know. That's the thing, is I always see Flesh and Blood. Like, there's posters and stuff, but I don't think I've ever seen anyone actually sitting down and playing. There was someone in chat who was getting into it. And that was our joke, was that it's not a real game, because we never actually see it played. And we would meme on him a little bit. Because I still have never seen it played. It's not a real game. It's not a real game. Gonna get Nikki into Union Arena so you can run a JJK deck against a Rent-A-Girlfriend deck. Whoa. The little Freudian slip there. What actually, I need to see what, like, series are in that. I'm just curious. To see who is, who's up against who. How bad the Fortniting gets, I guess. I looked at it. I think I've ignored ads on social for it. I just think it's funny. It's like, that game doesn't actually exist. I see everyone talk about it, but I've never seen anyone playing it. Play RPGs, it's not D&D. Dragon Slayers or Fantasy Cyberpunk Red for sci-fi. I want to try some more systems at some point. We got Dolmenwood for now. That's enough for me. I'd like to try Call of Cthulhu at some point. I'd like to try Delta Green at some point. So many little systems out there. It's got JJK, Kaiju number 8, Kagurabachi, Evangelion Solo Level, Fullmetal Alchemist Nikkei, Demon Slayer, Sword Art Online, Tokyo Ghoul, Sakamoto Days reincarnated as a slime. That's a wild mix of things. Trying to think what I would play out of all that. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's more. Chainsaw Man. This is way more than I was expecting. 100 Girlfriends, Inuyasha, Museum, OP. Oh, One Punch Man, Black Clover, and Bleach. Oh, I'd do Bleach. Probably. Out of all that. Probably do Bleach. Hey, Gilded Throne, welcome in. Playing video games has been a dying interest lately. I don't know if it's because I'm getting old or content just doesn't hit the same. That's fair. I tend to kind of flip-flop. I'll do a lot of tabletop and then less video gaming, and then I'll flop for a bit. Right now, I'm enjoying video games way more than tabletop. Well, welcome on in. What type of games do you like to play? I think that could be part of it too. As if your genre is just not getting a lot of new stuff at the moment. That can be tough. Oh my gosh, we're still going. Attack on Titan. Oops, sorry. Code Geass, Ren Genshin, Hunter x Hunter, and Yu Yu Hakusho. I think that's everything on their website. That is way more than I was expecting. That list just kept going. Holy cow. I'm gonna try this yellow real quick and see if that's gonna be enough of a highlight. We still need to up the contrast. Do that. So leveling just dropped. Attack on Titan, ReZero, Inuyasha. A bunch of those are about to be released. Oh, okay, so not out just yet. Xenoblade, of Gurren Lagann being on the list too. Holy cow. That's wild. But yeah, give me the Bleach deck. Gimme. I do want to watch more Inuyasha though. We started it just randomly one night. And it was kind of fun. Plus this was like one of those classics, right? Where it's like, oh, you haven't seen this? Yeah, I just need to watch it. We only need Total War Warhammer and Dawn of War to come out. Oh, okay, so you've been going around and talking, so some strategy is what we're waiting on. I see. Those are tough. I feel like we are getting more of those types of games, but maybe not the same, I don't know, quality or necessarily what the, like, RTS friends want is my understanding. But I am the type that'll play any video game, so I like to play them all. And Dark Heresy is coming. Bleach has a couple depths that are doing well. I'm not actually gonna play it. Don't get too excited over there. I got enough cards that I need to deal with. I don't need more. I've got a random stack of Dragon Ball cards just because I thought they were cool. Pure Ichigo and Renji deck. Okay, but does Aizen get a deck? Give me the baddies. I still on Modern Warfare 2 days. Sorry, chat. Let me get this highlight real quick. I don't want this edge drying weird. I don't know who that is. It looks really 1000-year blower. That's fair. Yeah, I guess since like everything else on that list was pretty current, you have to pull out the current to Bleach stuff. Speaking of gaming this week, tomorrow we've got another split stream. We're gonna be playing, or I'm sorry, we'll be painting in the morning, probably Rogue and Magneto here a bit more. And then I got a code for a cozy game. It is Lost and Found Company, but it is a cozy, kind of hidden... You're looking for objects, but there's like some puzzles and stuff that you do too. I purposely haven't looked too much into it because I wanted to play it together. So tomorrow we're gonna do that. Wednesday, we've got our Halo with Slam. We will probably finish Reach and start 4. I think we're only a couple chapters away from finishing Reach. And then Thursday, I'm trying to figure out. Split stream, that was the wrong boat. Nope, perfect. You say that, but nope. Right, welcome in. Yes, we have, we've changed to daylight savings here in the States. How are you? There's a Wolfman card? Wolfman. I'll have to look him up later. I don't remember him off the top of my head. Ooh. Yeah, I'm excited. I like the split streams, Dee Dee. It's kind of fun to get to do both for the day. So we're gonna do that. And then Thursday, I think I want to pick up Fatal Frame. Like, even if we don't get a code, I want to play it. So that's a spooky game. but it's a series that I kind of want to try. You take spooky photos. So you've got a camera that does something. I don't know exactly the details. But it seems interesting, and they're doing some remasters for it, so... I think even if we don't get a code, we may Fatal Frame on Thursday. That's when the remake comes out. I need to see if, Fatal Frame! Yeah, Magpie, welcome in! How are you? The remaster that they have coming out, I think it's Crimson Butterfly? Comes out Thursday, and I was telling chat that even if we don't get a code, I may just grab it, because I want to try it. Aizen would be A-I-Z-E-N, I believe. But he's not super prevalent in Blood War, or at least not yet. I don't know. He's there, but not like actively doing stuff at the moment. But I don't know how it ends, so. Easter falls on a full moon this year. I feel like we've had a lot of like related, a lot of like Friday the 13th and stuff this year. It's kind of wild how the calendar is this year. Fighting the urge to go get some tattoo flash here. If we're gonna keep getting Friday the 13th. Yeah, that's what I figured. If it was like full Bleach series, he'd be in them. He's just so cool. Friday 13, 2 months in a row. Yeah, these poor tattoo artists, but also getting paid. Hopefully getting paid. Hopefully people are still able to go out and get some flash. I have a feeling it's probably, unfortunately, because I know winter is slower for tattoo artists, and then obviously the economy blows. Doesn't help for tattoos. Hopefully the flash days are good. We get another tattoo on Friday. I'm excited and scared. Ah, why are we scared? Tell me more, Osiren. You know I love to hear about tattoos. What, if you don't mind sharing, what are you thinking? Where you getting it? I want to start my other arm so bad, but it seems really irresponsible right now. So go ahead and get it started. But also, like, a good time to get it started. Right, and I also confused. Confused? Alright, I'm just continuing the shadow. Making sure we don't neglect the back half of the miniature this time. When I was base coating, I missed a whole bunch of spots. I'm trying to know how to do that again, honestly. Riot for a 70 stream streak, let's go. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. I'll go. While I'm thinking about it with the stream streak, we have a new VOD channel. If you guys like the either unedited or lightly edited VODs, like to have those in the background, or if you miss a stream, I'm gonna throw my YouTube. I said, oh, Stream Deck. Where is it going? It says it's working, but it's not in chat. Exclamation YouTube will get you there. You can check that out. The main channel, I'm gonna try and do more edited stuff and shorts there. So we're gonna try and like get the algorithm fixed on the main channel. So the VODs are gonna go over to that VOD channel. So if you guys want to follow both to get full Nikki experience, that also helps me out. There is a new edited video on the main channel. If I can get an exclamation YouTube from someone in chat. Which I guess leads me to the other thing I was thinking about. Maybe getting one more mod for the channel. But I have to think about how I want to do that. But if you want to check out my edited Pokopia, I will preface by saying it's a little rough because I'm getting used to editing. I basically watching my 4-hour video turn into a 1-hour video. It's tricky. It's tricky. But if you want to check that out, or maybe throw it in the background a few times to help me with the new algorithm, that is up. You can see what Pokemon we ran into on Thursday. Osiris says my daughter and I are going to do some dad and daughter bonding. She's going to do, ooh, a get what you get on a D20. There's 3 on the list she really does not want, so we made a deal. If she rolls ones that she doesn't want, then she gets to pick the Flash I get. The Flash themes are sequels. You're gonna force me to get a Shrek 2 logo, so yeah, I need some good vibes up front. No wonder you're scared. Well, I hope the rolling goes well. That'll be an interesting one. That is the interesting part with the Flash days, is it's kind of, yeah, what is available. That's what's available. You can also play a Toto deck and just clap at your opponent. They have a neat meta deck site that shows the cost too. That is nice, having that all together. Yeah. That is nice. Editing's where the real magic happens. It's a lot of work. Yeah, I spent literally all Friday working on that. And I had that thing, it's like, I can either do one more pass of this and like try to get it even smoother, even though I've been here all freaking day, or I go ahead and post it, and this is just, you know, it's our starting point. It's where we start our editing journey. And I opted for that. Is that the lazy option? Maybe. But I felt like if I waited too long to post Pokopia, I'm just gonna get buried because everyone else and their dog is playing Pokopia. So if I wait too long, then that doesn't help either. So I went for it. I'd rather get out there with the moms and the dogs and try to just make it work, you know? And then we'll just keep getting better. Keep getting better. The first step towards getting good at something, sucking at it. I'm gonna suck at it here for a little bit. That's okay. That's okay. You're very brave, that's right. I'm excited to see what you both get. That's gonna be interesting. Has anyone else seen some of the Flash posted? What are some of the other themes we've seen? I'm trying to think what I've seen for this one specifically. I feel like I just saw the ones for last month, so I'm trying to think what was new. If I didn't have such like a theme in mind for what I want for my stuff, I'd go get a Flash. But I'm a theme girly and I want like my whole arm done. My legs are... I would like some leg tats, but I'm still deciding what that would be. Would not be Flash. I was trying to think if I would do a get what you get. That one's scary to me. I know that they're very popular, especially for like Flash days and stuff. That one scares me a bit. I think that one triggers that part in your brain where like, this is permanent. whatever you get, well, that's permanent. Where like if I'm designing the sleeve, it's not there. Like I still know that it's permanent, but it's not as scary, I guess. We'll do one more highlight on her coat. My palette's drying out like crazy today. My hair must be really dry. Which is weird, we just got a bunch of rain, but I'm running out of spots here. Yeah, exactly. I don't want to get stuck with something like that. And some people are all about the chaos, right? Some people are all about it. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I'm brave enough. I think I like my themes too much also. Let's see, anyone have anything coming up this week we're excited for, chat? Mine is just commissions. I've got to get the, I was building the Kingdom Death. So I've got to email back to get color scheme for that so we can dive in. That's the, I didn't even show off the coolest bit. The survivors are cool, but Nucalope. I've got a little bit, I want to do a little bit of sprue goo in a couple spots just because these big Kingdom Death beasties. The fitment's not great on some of them, so we're gonna do a little bit more work on him and get him primed. But it's your birthday Thursday, let's go! What are you gonna be doing for it, Dee Dee? What's the plans? Either that day or if you're waiting for the weekend, what are the plans? Weekday can be tough sometimes for birthday. Happier than birthday. He's a very, very buff antelope. He's been through a lot. Doing more gosh darn shells, mate. Even on your birthday? Okay, taking a break. No clue what I'll do yet. Okay, good. I'm like, no. This is a shelf intervention. Shelf intervention. Have a seat, baby. We're not doing shelves on your birthday. Cal says, anxious for this week. I've got to prepare to move again next Monday. Dad's in the hospital. I need to be close to help in his recovery. He lives in a different state. I'm sorry that you're having to figure all of that out. I hope that the move and everything goes okay, Callus. Glad that you're able to move closer to him. I think that's a good thing to be grateful for, but definitely some stress there. I hope it goes well. Just learned there's a nerd of an entomologist who's given a golden opportunity and took it. What's up, Magpie? I'm missing stuff today. Sorry, chat. I'm not on the save wave link. Dee Dee, the drop pads are inbound. Intervention now. We're doing this to help you, Dee Dee. We're doing this to help you. She's starting to feel like Rogue, which is nice. That's nice. We do need to get her little patch of white hair up front. I saw the picture of. Okay. All these pictures have different amounts of white. I want all 92. Where does this stop on her? Oh no, not a Facebook picture. Just compressed to heck. Okay, here we go. Okay, so she's got the little, like the bangs, and then a little up top. Okay. You ever heard of the glowworms in New Zealand? Larvae that hang sticky bioluminescent threads from the ceiling of caves to trap lunch. I have not. I have not. Should I wait for Adepticon to... Oh, you thinking Crisis Protocol? So close if I pretend they're impulse buys. I can fill that slot with planned purchases. Well, you have what? You have Man-Thing. So you have that box. Do you have more, Avian? Hold on. You thinking about hopping in? Tell me what you're thinking, Avian. While I get my gray on my palette. They're beautiful, major tourist draw, but it turns out something also hunts them. I mean, they do make themselves. I feel like being bioluminescent is cool, but also, if anyone wants to, you know, eat you, You are now kind of a target. I have a Hulk somewhere. I have Bloodstone and Man Thing. I mean, we're gonna be trying to learn it together at Adepticon Avian. If you wanna come learn with us. I think waiting for Adepticon can be fun, because then we can go together and pick out stuff. If you wanted to Crisis Protocol together. But if you wanted things built and ready to, like, play, that would be, I guess, my question is, do you want to play, or you want to just play with our stuff? Because you can help me learn my X-Men if you want. You can help Scott learn his Man Thing. I think that would be the decision, I think. Something is a Harvestman. Not a spider, but close. It's been named that. I think I have Lockjaw, one of the Inhumans. All but Man-Thing Bloodstone wasn't... Oh, the VIP swag. Okay, so you've just held on to him. That's cool. Okay. I think I just want to do the front, because there's not really a cool... I'm trying to figure out where I would stop the white. Back here. I might just take like this curly. Kind of stop it here. It's not like a good cutoff sculpted. Let me try and make that a little smooth. I may add some of that brown back, but I think for now that's good. I can start there. Okay, let's figure out skin tone. I wish I knew where my like bright flesh tone set from Reaper was, because that made things really easy with Kingdom Death, and I kind of miss it. Oh, you got your badge today, so no lines for me except to pick up the gear up. Oh, nice, Avian. I forget that you can do the badge and stuff early, just because we haven't had to do badges. Since we're just chilling. Don't make this go in. It's not what I want. Oh. Paint's dead. I don't know why I hold on to this. 1 second. Bye. Mongolian is the mother of Sheila from Silmarillion, who's known for trying to consume the very light of the gods. Ah, that's a good name for it. That's a good name then. If you're eating bioluminescent bugs, that's a good name. And then obviously close to a spider. I want to try and find the skin color. I'll wait. I don't feel like digging for it right now. We'll work with what we got here. It's always fun when the nerds get to name things, right, Magpie? I feel like I've heard of the like similar things for like new species like that, or like space things. It's always fun when the nerds get to name things. My brain refused to remember anything from Silmarillion. That's fair. It's I've not read it myself, but I've heard it's a hefty one to get through. I'm just gonna blackline a little bit more. Some more of this worked out. The little X symbol on her, is it red and then black? I don't know why I'm looking at that, it's too small. Yeah, red and black. Okay. Go ahead and get that started. Harvestmen, like Daddy Longlegs, are different from spiders. Spiders have a head and admin. Harvestmen are just a singular body orb. Orb. I didn't realize that had a different name. Today I learned. What's this other thing you've said that sounds like a Pokemon? Wobbugon? What is that? That's just a Pokemon, Dee. She does have another X on her. Oh, it's just black. Okay. I thought she had another, like, badge on her chest. It's just a black X. That one's easier. Oh, they're a subspecies. Oh, shark. They're not even a spider. Flat, whiskery sharks. Oh, okay. I never in a million years would have guessed shark. Thought my marine biologist friend was pulling my leg when I asked her what shark I took a picture of. It became one of my favorite sharks. Never in a million years would I have guessed that was a shark name. Yeah, you're just making this up. That's just a Pokemon. Convinced. Dugong evolves into whatever you said. Wobbugon. It's just a Pokemon. Sharks, there's an Easter egg quest in the new WoW expansion named Fish Are Friend, I'm sorry, Fish Are Food, not Friends. It's fun finding little Easter eggs like that. Oh, it's Digimon, so it becomes a fridge with guns if you neglect it. Freaking, I love Digimon, man. The new Digimon game is also really good. If you guys are wanting more Pokemon type games, the new Digimon is really good. We started it on stream and then I finished it off stream. It was really good. Give Digimon some more love. I cannot get this black thinner to save my life. One of those days. Pop culture puns and reference, yeah. It's great finding stuff like that. Outline this. Bye, Sadie. That one was Sadie Avian. She's here. Helping us out. What do you think so far, chat? Oh, put her back where you can actually see her. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'd like her to get there a little faster. She's getting there. Yeah, trying to decide if we do more Marvel tomorrow. I do have some more Warhammer I need to build. Guess either way. Get some of the new characters I need to start building. For Warhams coming up, we've got more. You won't believe it. More Imperial Fists. Coming very soon. We've got some more Purple Marines, is what I need to start building. So we can steal those for another army. And then I need to get back to an email. I've got some Empire coming at some point. The Warhammer you try to get me to build, that's the one. You sure you don't want to build a Land Raider? Still there. Change your mind. I'll keep working here. Even when I switch to Marvel, I've got to do the yellow. We thought we were free of yellow for a bit. We're not. I have to build a Land Raider, just can't afford it. They're not a fun build. They're not a fun build. I'm not looking forward to it. They're gonna be cool when we get to paint them up, but they're not a fun build. Gotta make sure all the corners come together nicely. They can be a little wonky. Last night, put tracks on the Spartan, built the body of the Proteus Explorator. I don't think I know the Explorator. At least not by name. Alright, we're gonna find that skin color that I want here in a moment. I can't wait too much longer. I am tempted to start, how do I want to do? Okay, hold on. Doing comic style. I have to figure out how to translate this to comic style. I think what we do is maybe the smoke, like, cloud bits are just the gray, and then we keep the comic to the flames. I think that's how I want to do it. We kind of lose some of the, like, OSL effect, but for the sake of comic, I think that's what we gotta do. Proteus Land Raiders are fun to build. I had to build a Proteus so I could slot Land Raiders in the fast attack slot of Horus Heresy. I mean, do they still have the same, like, tread system and everything as the old vehicles? Because that's not fun. I'm sorry, it's not. I don't know how different a Proteus would be, but I do not like doing the treads and stuff. I also have this base thing that she comes on, which, okay, still needs some primer, so never mind, I'll wait on that. Because the flames coming off of her, that's pretty easy to, I think, translate over. And then the very, like, comic-y flames, those are obviously pretty easy to figure out, but the rest of this, how do I want to do this? Cotton candy explosion? I think I'll let you handle that one. Pretty sure it's similar treads. The treads are much better. Oh, than the old Land Raider? Okay, good. Good, because those are not fun. Those are not fun. I think I'm gonna start with just like the orange on the explodey bits. Or at least the comic-y ones. And go from there. I think is how I want to do that. Yeah. I just want to start. I just want to get started. We'll go with our Barakra. Nice and sweet. I asked earlier, but is anyone working on anything right now? What projects have we got, chat? Yeah, I'm kind of between projects for commissions, which is always kind of awkward for a little bit for stream. Because I've got building to do, I've got priming, and I've got to get an okay on the color scheme for the Kingdom Death. We're kind of in between things. And then we can really start probably cooking next week on the new stuff. But until then, it's just kind of prep work. Just always feels awkward for stream. Before things are really ready to roll. Genie Rogue Trader Airlander is character first, the treads were trash. I can love it and objectively critique it at the same time. Yeah, he can like something, but it can still not be a fun build. I feel like most of those old vehicles I don't enjoy building. Newer ones are a bit better, I think. I don't normally have to... For commissions, at least, it's mostly new stuff I'm working on, so going back to those old ones can feel a little jarring. Obviously, as they do more kits get better, so sometimes going back can be a little rough. Seriously, treads go all the way around the tank instead of only the bottom half. Oh, okay, interesting. They're different, so I'm self-rescuing 2 old 90s Land Raiders in addition to building the Horsehairs. Yeah. I guess that's kind of the neat part too, is as they pull things from... Obviously from the resin to the plastic, but even just updating plastic can be a good thing. Even if it's... People get upset because they're just re-releasing something, but like if they're getting kind of quality of life updates, it's good. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about streaming news again. We do have a new VOD channel, !YouTube. Fortunately, my, I think he's got... My Stream Deck says that it's sending it somewhere, but it's not. But if you want to check out my either unedited or very lightly edited VODs, if you miss a stream or if you want to go back and catch something, we've got the VODs. The reason I'm doing that, for Twitch friends who maybe don't do as much YouTube, the same people watching shorts are not watching full VODs, so it's essentially to fix our algorithm as I start to move to more edited stuff. But if you like both, make sure you subscribe to the VOD channel. So Pokopia is up on there, and I'm starting to move the Halo stuff over. But I have to be careful. If I leave both up, I can essentially, like, copyright strike myself. So I'm slowly moving stuff over. You guys will get more VODs here soon. I'm probably going to keep it to the more recent stuff, but if you guys would like both, if you like the full commentary, full gameplay, make sure you follow the VOD channel, because that's where they will be. And then I'll do more edited stuff on the main channel. Speaking of the main channel, our edited Pokopia video is up today. So if you guys want to see what we got up to on Thursday, that is live. I mentioned earlier, I know it's a little rough. We're getting used to editing, but I wanted to, you know, we start somewhere, and that's where we're starting. So if you guys want to check that out, that is also up on the main channel. So thank you everyone for checking them out. I earlier made Slam Leave force me to do mod stuff. I do think we could use... How do I put it? Between content change and schedule change. Maybe, make some changes here. You know? It's just a good time to do a lot of changes. I feel like we could probably use one more. Or swap it around a bit. Just gotta think how I want to do that. How dare Slam have a life outside of my stream? How dare he? I see. Alright, we're gonna start with this orange and then decide how much we want to blend her boots in, just because we were doing the comic style, it's gonna be a little different. We'll need a clear separation between the two, so I've got to figure out how I want to do that. For now, I got some orange. Very bright orange from Monument. But yeah, if you guys have any questions about YouTube things, let me know. I'm still learning, so I'll probably try things, experiment, see how it goes, and then if it's not what we want, then we'll go from there. Yeah, Slam come back to Texas with you after Adepticon. Well, he's not going to be at Adepticon, so I have offered though. If he wants to come down and just get a whole bunch of barbecue. But I work in the basement. I don't have a basement. That's true. He gets a closet. He can have a closet. Okay. What do I want to do with smoke? I want to get it started just because it feels very awkward not started. Maybe we just start with like a dark gray and go from there. I feel like that's maybe the best play at this point. Yeah. It just feels very bright. Just skips. Do I have dark gray? I'm running low on our gray that we like from Vallejo site. Find a replacement. Okay, checking one more drawer. If it's not here, then I'm moving on. Okay, I don't see it. I don't feel like digging on stream. Because I need to find that, and I need to find the skin tone that I want to use, unfortunately. But I don't want to do that right now. Let's see if I've got her hair color. Let's try that. Do I have that easy to get to? I need that. I need another shade for our yellow. Because the one we did is not quite dark enough. Maybe. Also maybe. I'll take that for her hair. I guess that's it for now. He'll just move closets too when he gets bored. That's what he gets. Alright. I'll work on our hair a little bit, try and get this figured out. I think what I want to do is kind of similar to what we did. So I'm thinking repaints here. When we did Piccolo, he has those like lines on his arms, but if you highlight or shade all of those, then it becomes really heavy. I think we're gonna do the same for her hair, where we pick out spots a bit where it makes sense, and then leave the rest to just like the shade doing the work, or the highlight doing the work. So I think that's what I want to try. We'll pull out some of her little like curly kind of ringlet areas. I still want to have the poofy texture, but I don't want it to come off too dark. Let's see what else is going on. I got to watch Formula 1 the other night, which was nice. Anyone else watching new season? Alfie, Rogue is looking finer than a frog's hair. Thank you, perfect. Thank you. We added to the list. She's getting there, like that. Thank you. She's getting there. I unfortunately need to go diving for some paint colors, but we're getting there. But yeah, I got to watch some Formula 1. Nothing other than, yeah, the cartoon. we didn't watch Frieren. I need to go watch Frieren, actually. Or wait. Am I goofed up? I might be. Need Simon in a straw hat and a wheat shooting out of his mouth, please. Well, I'll be. little rogue Simon. I'm a little sad I stopped doodling. I just realized how much work animation was gonna be, and it's just like, I don't have time for this. A little sad I stopped doodling. I'll keep our scuff emotes, but I'm sad. Then I could make little rogue Simon. Anyone else watching anything? Sorry, that's what I meant to ask. Keep getting distracted. Anyone else watching anything good right now? Any good movies or We did end up picking up Apple TV for Formula One, so that means I've got a bunch of series now that I can watch. I want to watch Severance because everyone said that's really good. Apparently Pluribus is really good. I feel like there's another one. I want to watch the like Silo series, but I want to read the books first. And compare the two because I like to. Yeah, anyone else watching anything? I don't think if I've seen anything else that people are talking about. Watching Game of Thrones, watching Paradise, watching Shrinking. Pluribus is amazing. I've heard it's very good. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and at least start her eyes. Started watching Ghosts. Watched Night of the Seven. Was that good? I'm scared to do anything Game of Thrones related. I did watch the like House of the Dragon stuff. That wasn't bad. Watched Murderbot for a season. I was trying to. Oh, it was just the first book. Okay. I was trying to think if I needed to. Because that was another one kind of like Silo where it's like, I'd really like to read the source first. If it's just the first book, then yeah, I could watch that. Because that's the one that I've read so far. My beloved guilty pleasure, 2 episodes, new season of Survivor. I can't believe Survivor is still a thing. That's wild. That's crazy. First book's like 3 hours, but yeah, I've read the first one. I did enjoy it. I just haven't gone back to the hard part of fantasy and sci-fi. It's all series, and sometimes I don't want to commit to reading more of a series at the moment. I've done that with a couple series now though, so I need to just pick one and go with it. I started Dungeon Crawler Carl. I started the first Law trilogy. So now I've got like several where I've started the first book and it's like, so I just go ahead and commit to more of this. I just dive in. I just like to hop around too much. Kind of like painting. I like to do lots of things. Okay, hopefully this color will be better for our yellow. Got Baylor Brown, which is actually one that I use when I do non-metallics. So hopefully this is a more of a contrast for it. I think it will be. What are you Dungeon Crawler Carl, but I can't find for free for audiobook. I've heard the audiobook is also very good. Love to watch a good sci-fi series or movie that isn't horror or thriller. I love sci-fi horror. I can't help you, I'm sorry. I love me some sci-fi horror. I guess is there like something similar vibe? Are you looking for a... What series would you want something similar to? I guess is the best way to ask that. A new Murderbot book comes out this year. That highlight right below, but get it started. And then up by her neck. Everything sci-fi recently is horror thriller. I don't mind it, I'm just bored of it. I am interested. Project Hail Mary is getting a movie. I'm interested to see how that goes. I enjoyed the book. It was fun. I don't know if anyone's looking forward to that or not. I like the book was fun. Welcome back, Alex. We're working on Rogue. Hope your meeting went well. Trying to get this yellow kind of figured out. Our first shade was not dark enough, so coming back. Supposedly excellent. I'll be seeing in a couple weeks. You'll have to let us know. I'm not a big movie person, so I'll probably just wait till it's streaming. The only one I kind of regret, and I wish we'd gone to see, was Iron Lung. I wish we'd seen that in theaters, but we don't typically do the theaters, so we just waited too long, and then it was fun. Fun. The book about the digitized brain and a spaceship to keep making copies of himself. No, that would be a different one. I'm trying to think what that would be. I went to see Hoppers this weekend. It was fun, but the story could have been a lot more profound. What is Hoppers? Go ahead, friends. Got our tickets online in advance. Nice. Glad you're able to score tickets. I need just a little break. Between not finding the paints that I want and yeah, I don't know, get a little frustrated with her. Hoppers is the movie. Oh, with the lizard meme. Okay. Okay. It's the new Pixar movie with people who have left little animal... I'm sorry, who have little animal avatars. I feel like I don't know anything. Like, you've told me what it is and I still don't understand what that means. I still don't know what this movie is about. Oh. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the time chain. I've run smack into a wall with her the last like 10-15 minutes. And I'm trying to figure out how to get myself out of it so we can keep streaming. I ran right into the wall. Okay, let's highlight her hair. We can do let me get the white. I know it's on the airbrush table. I just ran smack into a painting wall. This Crybaby's like Coco, or see, I don't know what Turning Red is. I actually need to watch Coco. I've not seen it, but I've heard it's very good. Okay, we're gonna pull ourselves out of this chat. We're gonna do it. Rank, Defiance, Dark Matter, Cyberpunk, Edgerunners, mostly hard sci-fi with a sprinkling of science fantasy. Edgerunners was so good. So good. Dark Matter. Do you mean the one that's based off the... I'm just coming up with the book Dark Matter. Is that the same that you mean? Season 2 is happening? Of Edgerunners? I didn't know there was a season 2. Started playing Resident Evil 9 at home. Let's go. I think I'm gonna pick up 2, chat. I'm gonna do it. I know it's not on sale at the moment, but I think when we have like a week where it's like, it's time for Resident Evil, I'm just gonna grab it. Grab 2 and we're gonna start. I just have a couple series that I want to do that with, and it's hard. I want to start Devil May Cry. I want to go back to... I really want to go back to Bayonetta, but I need to fix the capture card first. Because I think what's happening is the capture card is the, like, 4K card. But where it connects to my PC, I don't think can handle the 4K. I think it's too powerful for where it is currently hooked up. So that's my next project this week, is fixing the capture card, because I don't want Bayonetta lagging the F out. That's going to be headache central, so... Until I fix that, I don't think I can Bayonetta on stream just yet. But I really want to go back to it. we gotta fix our shit first. So far, it's pretty okay. Let's take the plunge into the Leon Thirst. I've heard it's very good. One day I will join you guys in playing 9. One day. Just getting more and more fresher. Okay. Well, I can make it a little bit longer, but we might call it a little early today, because yeah, I'm just full-on Waller. Sorry. Sorry, chat. Forgot how to human. We're good now. Mary's the one about the sun dimming. I got my books crossed. Yeah, which one were you thinking of? What's the premise of the other one? Which one was that? Oh, but look, I know Dark Matter was about people in cryosleep. They wake up in a ship. They have no memory of who they are. Okay, so different one. Slowly they learn who they were. Main characters kill off at the end of the first season, so I'm mad about that. Traveling to different planets for some reason. It was more than a decade ago. I don't remember. Gotcha, okay. Different thing then. With everything being like adapted, I wasn't sure if it was the same thing I was thinking about. Okay, there we go. Cleaning the suit back up after I didn't realize this yellow goes all the way down. I thought it ended at her belt. It does not. Okay. I'm happy with the progress we've gotten on her, but yeah, my brain's not brainulating correctly today, and I'm sorry. I'm also sad that I have to go find those paints here in a minute. I don't like digging around in my paint drawer on stream. It's not very interesting. I guess I could go to my Be Right Back screen, but just don't know how long it's gonna take. And if we're just not feeling it today, maybe it's best to leave those paints for another time. Okay, I'm gonna shade, do as much shading on this side for the green. Got a real obvious cut here along her muscles for the cell shading. I guess, is anyone reading anything good right now? I mentioned I've got different series that I've started. Of course, after I did that, I then hopped to another book. I'm reading a book called Butter right now, which is a Japanese book that was translated over. It is about a serial killer and a reporter that's trying to get like an exclusive interview with her, but also has themes of like being a woman in Japan and kind of food culture and some of that mixed in. So it's been interesting. It's different than I was expecting, but it's been interesting. just thinking of We Are Legion, We Are Bob, a software engineer who signs up for cryogenic preservation. His body dies in an accident. He wakes up as the mind of a deep space probe. Oh, that can build copies of itself. Interesting. I have heard of We Are Legion, I think. Or like references to it. It's about all I got though. Hey guy, try painting Rogue. It makes me want to play Marvel Crisis Pro. I'm sorry. We can blame JPIC. He got us to start looking at it again. I'm gonna blame JPIC. But have a good one. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. We'll catch you next time. I don't think I'm too far behind you. I think we're gonna clean up a couple things and I'm gonna call it all. So just I'm not feeling it at the moment. When I'm not feeling it, I know everyone else can feel it. So it's better to just go get some lunch, get ready to work out. Go do that instead. Hear the Rear Legion to the jingle. Oh, we are farmers in my head. Like actively trying to figure out what I don't like as we go. I don't know. Just one of those days, you know? I think we've made good progress, but I'm just not feeling it at the moment. So, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and, yeah, let's just go ahead and wrap up here, because I'm just not feeling it. we made some good progress, but I've hit the wall. I've got to find paints. So I think what we do is we leave her where she's at. I will find the paints that I want, and we will continue with probably both of them tomorrow. We'll just kind of hop back and forth as we need to, because we got all of his, like, metal that we need to figure out, too. So I think we can kind of combine them, and then we do have a split stream tomorrow. So we're gonna paint in the morning, and then we'll swap over to a game kind of halfway. So that's what we got. Before I wrap up, a reminder that we do have the new VOD channel over on YouTube. So if you like the lightly edited, this will end up over there. If you like the unedited VODs stream experience, that's on the VOD channel. Exclamation YouTube will get you there. Socials just popped up in the chat if you guys want to follow over on Instagram, TikTok, Blue Sky. I've been more active over there, so you can follow me there. And then Discord. We have our Discord if you want to come share what you're working on, talk video games, hobby, all that good stuff. We do have our Discord, so that's there too. But yeah, thank you for hanging out. Sorry, I'm just not feeling it as much today, but I appreciate hanging out. Glad we got to, and I will see you guys tomorrow for more painting and video games. Bye for now.